Hello. Today begins the adventure into Subleq. We're just going to create a project and then do some string intern. Many of you are probably already aware of how to create a project, but we're going to start. This is actually going to be a workspace, so it's not going to be a typical cargo project. We're going to do mk dir. We're going to call this sub. To that. And we're actually going to open our code editor here. So let's for this to happen. And we're here. So first thing we're going to need is a cargo terminal. And we're going to have workspace and members. For now we're just going to have one member, and that is our parser. So now we're going to need to make a file. Well, actually what we should do is open up our terminal here. Cargo new parser. Create our parser. Actually, that should be a library, not binary, but we'll change that real quick. So let's open up our source and we'll rename this to lib.rs. We don't need this main function. Okay, so where I want to start here is we're going to need string interning. So string interning is a feature where you have basically the problem we're trying to solve here is you want to be able to copy strings and easily compare them against each other without having to call .clone everywhere. Now, the .clone thing isn't too big of a problem, but string interning is also good even if you're not using Rust, because it makes it very easy to compare strings in case if you have two strings and you want to compare them against each other, it's just checking two numbers. And it also means that you don't have to store as many strings. Each one is just well, it's really just an address. It's really just a number. So we're going to create that. So we're going to have mod intern. And we're going to need to create a file. So interning and let's create a public struct string interner. This is going to have two fields, one of which will be the map. So this will just map strings to useId to, well, let's do this. Let's have another struct. Contain string. And that's just going to contain usize. Here we're going to have return string. And then we're going to have strings, which is going to be a vector string. We don't actually need to have a full string type. That's a bit overkill. So actually we're going to be using box stir. And that's beneficial to us because we don't need to store capacity. The length of the string is never going to change. Let's import that. Thank you, Rust Analyzer. So now we need to do some implementations. So first thing we're going to implement is start with, well, actually we don't need to do much with intern string, so let's just implement string intern. Equal string intern. So we're going to have a function, and that's going to take nothing. We're also going to have our with capacity function, size, and that's going to be the first thing we implement. So it's going to be self, and map is going to be hash map with capacity, and then we're going to have strings, and capacity, and then to do new strings. We could actually make this easier. So with capacity 0. And that gives us the same. I'll write up some documentation for this later. First, we'll actually get some string information in here. So we're going to have intern, and the string we want to intern, and that's going to be reference to a str. That's going to return an intern string. So the first thing we need to know is, does this already exist? And if it does, then we can just return what we already have. So how do we do that? If map dot get and itself if self dot map dot or that get string dot sum string, then we'll just return the intern. This is going to be bug copy special EQ and EQ. It is not going to be ordered. Oh, and it also has to be hashed. So then what? Then we need a way, then we need to actually create the string. So self dot strings dot push box 1 new string. See if that works. Probably won't, but we'll try it anyway. Self dot map dot insert. Let's do the box dupe. And then we're going to have an index too, which is going to be self.strings current one. Boxed, boxed, and content string. Let's do intent string. That way we already have it when we need to return it later. Returned. Just I'm pretty confident it won't work. So the way you can make this work is string dot to string dot into box string. I'll check later to see if there's a better way of doing that, but for now, solve it. No, it does the opposite of solving it. So we're just going to reference it. And have boxed. So we're going to need to call it. Okay, we're going to use the product here. And then we're good here. Alright, hooray! That's actually all we need. Right? Yeah. The one problem that comes with this is that if there are multiple string interners, then we're going to have a problem because intern string might be referencing an index of a different string interner, which is a problem. So there is a way we can solve this. So I think what we're going to end up doing here is this. So this is going to become, instead of a intern string, instead of a double struct, this is going to become a normal struct, index, size, and then here we're going to have the returner, just going to be reference to string returner. This is going to need to have a lifetime. So then it becomes a problem of, okay, where does this thing? So this thing is also going to need to have a lifetime parameter. Here, here, here. And then it's going to have a private method. Or, yeah, let's do a private method. Nothing new. Two. This is going to return self. Index intern. does not influence debug. That. And it also doesn't influence quality, which is another problem. We can't just implement partial EQ and EQ on string interner in the derived way, because that sort of defeats the entire purpose of this. If you have to compare the hash maps and the vectors of both int and strings, then you're doing more work than what you would have done if you had just had regular strings. So what we're going to do instead is this. We're going to have a static variable. Static string for interner ID. And it's going to be an atomic usize. Atomic usize. 0. So how do we do this? Well, import partial EQ for string interner. Personalizer missing numbers. And what we'll do here is, whenever we create this, we'll need an ID, which is just going to be a usize. And ID is going to be an interner ID such as 1. The ordering is going to be interesting. I think the best solution here is to do ordering release. We're just going to import it. So now we need EQ. So how do we EQ? Shots. Right. It has bigger problems to deal with, I guess. So that's just and we actually don't need an interner reference, but we'll use it anyway, unless it causes a problem. You know what? No, let's have an interner ID. Struct interner ID. Just going to be usize. And it's going to implement all that. And if we implement it, new self. Actually, no, we don't need that. We can do, let's do this. Import from usize interner ID. Numbers. D. Self. D. B. This will have B. And we can call empty here. And we can do self ID equals other. This is unnecessary now. This. So is this. 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 This is fun. I love refactoring. So that's self. There we go. Right, real quick. Right, I just added my restaurant at the tunnel, and now we're good. Good, good, good. All right. So, intern string. All right, we got everything working for interning strings. We could write tests. I'm not gonna do that in this video, but maybe off camera, well, whatever this is. Next time we will work on tokenization, and we'll be able to start doing some parsing. See you next time.